My name is Olivia and I'm a graduate in Barclays Internal Audit.
And my name is Femi and I'm a graduate within Risk.
So my name is Harry and I'm a graduate in Compliance.
I would describe Risk as ensuring the bank's resilience. So often you'll hear Risk being described as the second line of defence, and I feel like that's sort of where we come to the fore. So ultimately we try to ensure that the bank is stable and that we're resilient against whatever the headwind may be.
So like Femi said, where Risk is the second line of defence, internal audit is the third line of defence, and we see ourselves as an assurance giving function. So we kind of are that final step to go back and look at processes after the fact and make sure that controls are operating as they should be to ensure the least amount of risk to the bank and to our customers and clients.
And what I say about compliance is that we are on the second line of defence, but we also have an assurance function. So it's best to say that we're sort of like 2.5 between the two.
What gets me in the door every day and what motivates me is sort of seeing the impact on my work. How the real world translates to my day job is sort of what motivates me and keeps me going and actually keeps me interested in engaging with work-related items beyond work.
Yeah, I think for me it's probably similar. The variety that I get every day is what really gets me out of bed in the morning. Also the people that I work with are really interesting, really motivated, and really inspiring. I feel like I learn a lot from them about such a wide range of things within the business.
The most important skill or attribute that you can bring to Barclays, I'd say an open mind. You need to think outside the box a lot of the time. You need to try and approach things with a lateral thought. Our regulation is principles based. So you have to think about the principle of it, not what it just says.
My name is Joshua Orridge. I recently came off the graduate programme. Now I'm working in a permanent placement with BUK Funding and Liquidity Management.
My name is Ryan Mukuku and I'm a Treasury graduate and I sit within the BUK Capital and Leverage Management team.
My understanding is that finance helps create the balance sheet and put the balance sheet together, and us, we manage in Treasury, we manage the balance sheet, so we actually manage the balance sheet that finance controls and what they construct together. For me, that's the easiest way to kind of understand the difference between Treasury and finance.
We look at the money coming into the bank and the money leaving the bank, and there's typically three core pillars, so capital, funding and liquidity, and Treasury basically has oversight over these main core three areas amongst others as well.
For me, I think what really gets me up in the morning is the fact that I know every single day I'm problem solving. I think Treasury in particular is one area in the bank where, there's various issues across all different businesses or no matter what discipline you're sitting in. And a lot of what I find my day-to-day really is problem solving. And I think that's one thing I find very enjoyable because it's not as kind of processy or doing the same thing every day. Every single day there's a unique problem to face or to tackle. So that's one thing that kind of does really keep me motivated and keep going.
There's no typical day-to-day in Treasury or even just in banking in general, in any job you're going to face. You don't know if something's going to happen externally in the market which is going to affect us directly. So it's pretty much like a Pandora's box. You literally get in the morning and pretty much the day can take you as the sea would take a ship out to the ocean.
I'm Holly and I'm a marketing graduate and I currently work in the corporate banking marketing team.
Hi, I'm Mai Welford. I'm on the HR grad scheme and I'm currently in the HR Chief Data Office. The HR in a nutshell at Barclays is looking at recruiting employees into the company, retaining them, so looking at their development and their kind of talent, and then looks at different aspects. So for example, there are employee relations cases, so if things go wrong with employees, and then also there's paying our employees too. So it's anything to do with our employees and looking after them.
My day-to-day is incredibly varied. So perhaps I'm doing events, email invites, I'm creating collateral for the website, perhaps doing a write-up of a recent event I've been to, maybe I'm helping organise a sponsorship that we're doing for a large industry conference. It's so varied and I'm working with so many different stakeholders, it's really, really interesting.
So in terms of why Barclays, what brings me back here day in and day out and what really gets me out of bed in the morning and really excited to come in is the people. So across the graduate scheme, I have built quite a good network and the people here are really, really friendly, very supportive, and there's always something going on here. So yeah, the people really is something that keeps me here at Barclays.
So my best piece of advice that I've ever been given is to really grow your network within Barclays as much as you can. So whether that be the formal networks such as WIN or citizenship programs, try and build your network perhaps outside your immediate team. I've also got a mentor as well, which has been really, really helpful just to get a bit of insight into other areas of the business and to have a piece of advice that isn't perhaps in your immediate area and function. And that's been really helpful for me when trying to decide what to do with my career.